Veer Savarkar is known for revolutionary. I might write so much of poetry. If you do not understand, what is the point? I might write so much of poetry. If you have not even heard about it, what's the point? How is Veer Savarkar known to people is because he suffered under the hands of British for what? For what? For revolution and for freedom. For freedom. He fought for freedom. How was he humiliated in the jail? If you learn his story, United States and the West, they have avengers. Movie Avengers? Avengers, lot of Americans and lot of West see, right? Why would they do it? Why would they have avengers? Because they do not have actual heroes. They do not have any heroes, so they create illusion to create avengers. We have actual heroes. We don't need avengers. Veer Savarkar is one of the heroes. When he was put in Andaman Nicobar jail, Andaman Nicobar is an island next to India. It is an island surrounded by ocean, right? So they have a jail in that island, so nobody can escape because they have to swim along during the heavy tides in the ocean kind of stuff, right? So he was put in a jail. When he was put in a jail, it's a dark room, no windows. No windows at all. In the evening, it will be pitch dark. So what happens to mind and the body is when you put in jail which is dark, you lose vitamin D. If there is no vitamin D, the whole body hurts and a lot of diseases come. So that is the major reason why Britishers put him in dark room. So during that time, in the mornings when he wakes up, he was made to do lot of work, which is, she was mentioning about, a buffalo is used to go around to produce some oil in Andaman Nicobar Islands. What they used to do is, instead of buffalo, they made him to weigh on his shoulders and go around circles for entire day. He was not able to walk, he is not able to talk, he is not able to even eat food with his hands. They never used to feed. Even if they fed him, they used to feed him with heavy beef and pork and stuff, which he never used to do. Obviously, he is Brahmin by birth. They know that. In spite of that, they used to give him only that food. So he used to starve, but at the same time work hours and hours during the day doing oil extraction. Instead of buffalo, he used to wear that. In spite of that, he used to write on the wall with the blood hands, with the blood, about we have to be strong against British. He used to write on the walls with his blood in the hands. No food, starving, lot of hard work, the body cannot take it, but still he used to write. That inspired so many people. When he tried to escape one time, they caught him back. They actually humiliated him. In spite of that, he still said, I am doing all of this for nothing. It doesn't go waste, because he said, his words were in his book, my future generation. Who are his future generation? Us. He said, my future generation will not forget what I have done for Ma Bharati. What I have done for my motherland, Ma Bharati, my future generation will not forget. First of all, we don't know who he is. He said, my future generation will not forget. His future generation do not even remember who he is. Isn't it? He died for who? For us. Do we remember him? No. Sambhaji died for who? For us. Do we know him? Do we remember him? No. In spite of, whoever watched Chava, in spite of plugging nails, in spite of putting salt on his body, all he was saying, Jagadamba. Jagadamba, who is Jagadamba? Bhagavati. And why did he go through all of this pain? Because of Mahabharati. All he had to say, for example, what did Aurangzeb say? Just change to Islam. That's all said. He doesn't have to go through the pain. He should have said, okay, I'm also put on the thing and say Allah. That's it. He would have left alone. Why didn't he leave? Why didn't he do it? Hot rods were put into the eyeballs, took the eyes off. Still he didn't do it. Can you imagine? Go to the stove. If your mom is doing dosa or something, touch that. How do you feel? How do you feel? You will immediately say, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Hot iron rods were taken off his eyes. Did he change? No. For why? For us. Do we remember him? See the situation of how we are. I don't know about you, but I'm ashamed. Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we? Because who is Chhatrapati Shivaji? Just because some movies are made, we know him. Chhatrapati Shivaji, he is our idol, supposed to be. But do we even think about his birth anniversary and death anniversaries? No. How many remember him, first of all? They died for us. They died for our future. But do we even think about him? Allur Sitaramaravu gurinchi entamandi telusu? How many of you know? At least Telugu people should know. Allur Sitaramaravu. Bhagat Singh gurinchi entamandi telusu? How many of you know Bhagat Singh? Because we talked about it. Okay. I don't know, if you know the history, you will cry. How many women Aurangzeb took off? How many women? Remember a few days ago I talked about why women used to go to the fire and give themselves when their husbands died in the war? Was it fun? Was it fun? Why would they walk into the fire? To give themselves. When they hear the news that a husband died in the hands of Mughals, the wife, the queen, and other soldiers' wives, they just walk into the fire. Touch the boiled anything on the stove, just touch it. But knowingly they walk into the fire. It's not that's just the pain. That is why I want you to do research. That's why I gave you the word also. Go do research. You will cry. If you do not cry, you are not a human. Go do research. You will cry. Especially women, you will definitely cry. Why they gave themselves alive. Why they chose only fire. That is the point that you have to catch. Our great people, there is a reason for everything. Go find out. No, my point is, after this satsang, after this, right? How many of you even will remember Veer Savarkar? That's my point. My point is not you discuss something and you forget immediately after you leave. You should always have them in your heart.